Okay, so once you've made sure the position of your chin is okay, then just bring your heels as close to your buttocks as you can. And just try and make sure that you feel you've got the same amount of weight going down through your feet. And then connecting with your pelvis. Just noticing, do you feel you've got more weight going down the right side or the left side, or does it feel equal? And if you need to maneuver at all to create that balance, that's perfect. Just feeling as evenly balanced on both sides of your pelvis as possible. And once you've done that, moving into your ribcage area, and again, do you feel you've got the same amount of weight going down through both sides of your ribcage, through both your shoulders? And if not, just maneuvering a little bit and seeing whether you can. And it may be that's not possible for you today. If you're in a lot of pain, or just if the way your body is, it's not completely possible, just getting as close to it as is comfortable, with the weight evenly distributed on both sides of the body. And then we're going to move to your skull. Where is your weight? Is it more on the left side or the right side? And just exploring that and making it as balanced as possible. So once you feel that your body is nicely grounded, as evenly as possible, then we're going to look at moving different parts of the body. So first we want to move the pelvis. So imagine you've got a string on the pubic bone at the base of the pelvis, and you're pulling that string up towards your chest. And then imagine your tailbone at the base of your pelvis is going to sink down and roll into the floor. So we want this movement where your pelvis is pulling up at the front towards your chest, and then sinking down at the back towards your floor, the floor. So pulling up at the front towards your chest, and sinking down at the back towards the floor. And obviously stop this video at any time to explore these different stages. I'm going to keep going through, but the longer you can spend doing these movements, especially when you start, and experience what it feels like in your body, whether it's a very easy, smooth, quick movement, or whether it's difficult, just starting to explore how easy these movements are. So once you know you have that movement in your pelvis, we can just move to the rib cage. And we're going to lift the rib cage up as if it's moving towards your chin. And then we're going to allow the rib cage to sink down into the ground. Lifting the rib cage up so that the top of the rib cage moves closer to your chin, and then allowing the rib cage to sink down. Lifting the rib cage up, moving it towards your chin, and then allowing the rib cage to sink down. And then with the skull, just allowing the chin to sink down towards the rib cage, and then the chin to move up to point to the ceiling. Allowing the chin to come down to point towards the chest and the rib cage, and then moving the chin up towards the ceiling. Allowing the chin to come down towards the rib cage, and moving the chin up towards the ceiling. So now we have mobility of the pelvis, the rib cage, and the jaw area of the skull, which leads the rest of the skull. But what we want is to get them moving in correct timing with each other. So when we lift the pelvis, or that we have the tailbone as if we're pulling it up towards the rib cage, we want the rib cage to sink down into the ground. And then as we sink the tailbone into the ground, we want to lift up the front of the rib cage. So again, as we pull the front of the pelvis up, in front of us, we're going to sink down the pelvis into the ground. And as we allow the tailbone to sink down into the ground, we're going to allow the rib cage to come up. So basically what we're doing, we are flattening the area of the back, and then we're creating an arch, a big nice arch in the middle of the back. And as we do that, as we create the arch in the back, we're going to allow our chin and our jaw to move towards our chest. And then as we remove the arch and flatten our back, we're also going to allow our chin to move towards the ceiling. So we're squeezing the back of our neck, but we're flattening the spine between our pelvis and our rib cage. So as we bring the chin towards the chest, we get a lovely arch under our back. And as we take our chin up towards the ceiling, we flatten our back against the ground. Now we can bring our arms into this and our breath. So we'll start with our arms. So as we can focus on the wrists, rotating the wrists out and allowing the rib cage to lift and the arch under our back, and just feeling the connection between the wrists and the shoulders and the rib cage. And then we're going to rotate our wrists in, so our thumbs are pointing to our buttocks while the back is flattening, and the chin can point to the ceiling, and then rotating the arms out again while we get the arch in our back and the chin pointing towards the chest, so we feel a nice stretch in the back of our neck whilst we're compressing the area in the arch of our back. So we're opening around the belly and closing around the neck, and then we're going to close the area between the pelvis and the rib cage and open the area at the front of our neck as our chin points to the ceiling. So this is something you'll need to go through many times, but I'll just show the whole thing. And I'm just going to bring the breath in finally. So when we arch our back and the chin is coming towards the chest, that's when we're going to breathe in. And then as we release, our back compresses on the ground and our chin goes up, that's when we're going to breathe out. So breathing in and breathing out and breathing in and breathing out and breathing in and breathing out. And if you're able to do this, and you can watch the video, keep starting and stopping and looking at what my body's doing. So every part of my body is moving in a particular time with the other parts of my body. So breathing in, my back is arched, the back of my neck is stretched, I'm closing between my chin and my chest, I'm opening between my chest and my pelvis. Meanwhile, I'm closing at the back of my pelvis and rib cage, and I'm opening at the back of my neck. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. So do watch this video a few times, because each part of the body needs to be moving in a particular way, and it will take time for you perhaps to work out exactly what each part of the body needs to be doing. But keep at it, and you should notice that if you've got aches and pains, they may start to change a little bit. And overall, it's just a great way of mobilising your body whilst it's resting on the ground. Hi everyone, this is Victoria, and hopefully you just really enjoyed that video and got lots of useful information. Please subscribe, press the button and subscribe to the Eggshell Therapies channel, because there's going to be lots more interesting videos coming relating to nutrition or movement or body work, and also videos about the way we think, meditation, beliefs, all kinds of things. So basically a whole bunch of stuff relating to how we feel and what can help us feel better. Also, please leave your comments if there's any more information that you would have liked to know about, or you know, whatever the videos bring up for you. Please give me feedback, because it will give us more things to think about to make new videos for. So hopefully you'll subscribe, and then you'll automatically get the next videos when they come out. So until next time, thank you for watching, and see you again soon.